play with pride, play with energy, get after Man United. You're playing against a team that's lacking confidence right now. So play
behind the front two, and I thought he connected the team quite well. And if Sanchez and Rashford are going to have, yeah, he's been very good, and certainly in the game against Liverpool, he caused some uncomfortable moments for the Liverpool defence.
In the first place, Dean Hoyle, the departing chairman. Huddersfield against Manchester United. 1 win in 13 league games since Jan Siebert took over in January. Jonas Lössl is out of contract in the summer. He plays what will probably be his last game here. Chris Löber returns to the side in one of 3 changes from the lineup that started at Anfield. Aaron Moy missed that one with a hip injury, but he's fit to return today. Alex Pritchard comes back in for the first time in 4 games, with Carlin Grant, the top scorer, playing through the middle. Tommy Smith, Steve Mounier and John Stankovic all drop down to the Huddersfield bench. Well, given that regular standby goalkeeper Sergio Romero's injured, no question that David De Gea would be taken out of the firing line here. He could do with some help from a defence that's conceded in the last 13 games in all competitions. Phil Jones comes in for the injured Eric Bailly. Scott McTominay's preferred to Ander Herrera in midfield, with Juan Mata starting back-to-back league games for the first time since February. And speaking of rare starts, Alexis Sanchez gets one in the Premier League for the first time in 2 months, with Romelu Lukaku having joined the injury list. 19-year-old Dutch forward Tahith Chong is named among the substitutes. Manchester United here last year would be right up there with the best memories that most. From Sanchez. Well, this has come to McTominay, chance to shoot, and it goes through Jonas Lössl, and Manchester United hit the front.
He won the free kick initially down in front of us, but then moves forward from a sort of right midfield position. Well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was championing McTominay's form in training, so he's been brilliant since the moment he comes to the club. A lovely little bit of play on that side for Manchester United, a little bit of good fortune. He ends up getting into a good area, I have to say, Lössl, the goalkeeper.
Now they've got these 2 games, Manchester United, against 2 relegated clubs. Cardiff go to Old Trafford on combining with Young. That was a little agricultural from Bakuna. Now they had a desperate winter, didn't they, David Wagner, to take the next one if they do get one in a similar position. He closes down Pritchard. It's a Rashford strike, and it's straight at the Huddersfield keeper. Lindelof. The touch from Rashford. Ever present for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the Premier League since he took over at the club. He was bullied that day, wasn't he?
He was. It was a terrible experience for him. It was almost like a welcome to the Premier League.
Here's Lindelof. He won't have happy memories of his trip to this stadium. Pogba sprinting forward. And after the touch by Schindler, the Frenchman would have into the Huddersfield wall. Chart out.
United need a new defence. He's remarkable. And Lindelof can head it, he can control it. His chest control moves away from him.
Very solid start to his managerial career.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Young with the corner. Look at that space for Lindelof, and look at that out by Schindler. McTominay.
We've seen already the Huddersfield.
Lindelof got his head to it, but
they had every chance of getting in, but then see this out.
got a chance of getting in here. Rashford was there, but Young will take. McTominay, the closest Manchester United player. Matic. McTominay. Mata cushioning it for Rashford. Congolo slid in.
want there to receive that one on his left foot is Juan Mata, who can set it out into the far corner.
Lindelof there to intercept, but it's wrestled back by Pritchard. Here's Grant. Sanchez has kept himself onside. Hog away, back to Shaw. And Congola short to Pritchard. Back behind for another corner. Pritchard. McTominay's back there to scoop it out for a corner.
He'll feel better going at half-time if the score stays like it is, and he's made that save. Pogba does really well. He goes in too far initially, but then has to step back, which makes the header more difficult for him, and he's reaching for it, gets the power in. Really good header.
Can have a galvanising effect as well. Here's Pogba.
United will cause this Huddersfield defence big problems. Pogba.
Now Mata.
Alexis Sanchez. You watch Pogba's recovery run, Matic's recovery run, McTominay's recovery run. Jones gets left with Grant.
Freezing beyond Sanchez. Grant. Grant's fired over. Across the continent, it represents the lowest in English league football. Sports app. Will there be one here for Huddersfield? Congola, unfamiliar presence. Ashley Young cutting it back into a position where no one was. Matic goes low. This is what it will do to the table. It'll take Chelsea above Tottenham into... Here's Alexis Sanchez. Whipped in by Young. That's a good ball, and that's a glorious chance squandered by Phil. The Johnson Stadium on its feet, cheering as Moy fires in. Oh, Shaw has missed it. Here's Benza. Chance to level it, and he does!
Well, there was a goal similar last season, wasn't there, that went right the way through this Manchester United defence. And Luke Shaw, well, that's just embarrassing. And then you think about David De Gea. So many saves with his feet, this one's through his legs. Lursel, well, he's the one being congratulated. He had a nightmare for the first goal, but he sees it quickly. And Benza just takes a look, side foots it, knows that De Gea's going to split his legs, knows that he's going to try and save it with his feet.
Isaac Benza picks a fine time to get his first Huddersfield goal. And Manchester United pegged back on the armour.
And it's just about making sure he misses them. Puts Huddersfield level. Delight.
And from start to finish, they have enjoyed their Premier League adventure, the Huddersfield fans. And Herrera. Little touch from Mata, but Rashford wasn't on. And that's that. Lee Mason has blown the full-time whistle. A cheer around the John Smith Stadium for a